Everyone, welcome to Fiaura. So today our warm-up match is actually a league match from tonight. Now I've increased the size of the thumbnail because that's something that seems like you guys have been clamoring for in the comment section below. I've also moved it so that, you know, the increased size doesn't cover anything. In the meantime, we are setting up on mines with T-54 lightweights and IS-3s. We thought they might go for the hill, then we saw them head for the island. So a lot of league match, as you guys are going to discover, is movement. You are constantly repositioning and moving. So we're all waiting here for Tankerino's orders on where he wants us to head to. And he tells us to get up the hill. Meanwhile, since they have committed to the 1-2 line down there, our T-37 is going to start pulling a little bit of a sneaky maneuver, because it means that their 2 cap is basically uncovered. And I eat a shell here. Ow. Pretty sure that wasn't from a lightweight. I'm pretty sure that was a T-32 turning and just letting me have one, because that's a pretty high roll for a lightweight. But right now it's all about positioning. We're trying to figure out where we can position so that we can bleed them hit points. And look at what Pierre's doing in his little T-37. Just sneaking around there. And we are kind of waiting to see what these LTTBs do, and then we kind of want to keep the cap going because we've got them hemmed in. They can't really get to that cap until we see this lightweight down here. Look at the K line. Look at the map. You see the lightweight on the K line that just disappeared and now reappeared? That tells us they're moving to counter the 1 cap. So we reposition our T-54 lightweights to basically rein in rounds. So that then when they come after our T-37, which they're going to have to do, they're going to have to come way out here to get him. Ooh, that was a little bit of a snappy. When they come out here to get him, ow, they are going to have to... I should have led that target better. That's totally my fault. But yeah, they're having to come way in here to get him, and we are getting free shots, and they are bleeding hit points. And I just don't get reloaded in time for that shot. And I'm asking Pierre, can he get this T-54 lightweight? Because he only got 39 hit points. And Pierre's got him. So now I'm about to dive off here, reverse style, because it's easy. It was actually quicker to go off this way than it was to try to turn around and bring my front to bear. And I'm going to move across here, and it's critical now. We've got to move, we've got to engage enemies, and we've got to take them out. And Tankerino makes a critical shot, and then bang! Ah, I gotta love that vertical stabilizer. Gotta love it. And I'm not letting this guy get away, no way, no how. They're on defense. They don't have to kill us. We have to kill them. He's down. That leaves their 2 LTTBs. Roush is up there trying to defend himself and doesn't even get a shot off. I'm telling Dorsai to let me lead because I've got all the hit points. He doesn't. And the 2 of us can take 2 LTTBs, but we've got to catch them. Now, while we do have a higher top speed at 69 kph to the LTTB 62, what we don't have is a better power to weight ratio. And these hills and dips and divots and everything are letting them slowly put some distance between us. I managed to catch the first one. I'm in hot pursuit of the second one, and Dorsai moves to block him. Now, even I'm going to admit, Dorsai makes some really critical shots here because he softens this guy up beautifully. There's one, here's two, and the ram that killed Dorsai did so much damage to the LTTB that I cannot possibly not one-shot this LTTB. He starts to go that way, and I go, well, if you're going to cut to the left, I'm going to cut you off because you've got nowhere to go now. And everybody's on Team Speech's like, he's cutting north, and I'm like, I see, I got him. Because he's not going to outrun me. He's not going to outrun my gun. Done. Whew. That was one of our league matches tonight. We won in overtime. So that's always a good thing. I forgot to get on my lamp. Lamp's on. And now we're going to look at a guest star match. This is actually Digger, who I think has been on here a couple of times now, in his VK 3002D, which I personally, I don't think this is a good tank. Because, I mean, your gun options are not great. You either get the short 88 or you get the long 75 that you were using at Tier 6 and Tier 5. Digger's got the short 88. On top of that, the power to weight ratio leaves a lot to be desired. And the tank does not have the best traverse over anything that isn't hard ground. So you end up slowing down a lot with your ground resistance characteristics unless you're on hard ground. So yeah, I don't think this is the best tank. But here's Digger. He's actually got the short 88 equipped. I wouldn't equip the short 88 because it only has 132 penetration. Tier 7, 132 penetration. What? That's brutal. You're expected to fight Tier 9s with that? I mean, even the Pershing gets 190 or 160, something like that. And here you are, 132. You must penetrate STI. Yeah. And this is also one of those cases where it's a mixture of characteristics for a tank. It's a heavy medium, quote. I honestly don't believe this tank concept would have ever worked. Up armoring a medium tank to me feels kind of silly. Because I realize that it doesn't pack the firepower of a heavy. You can't possibly give it the armor of a heavy, and if you put more armor on it, well, you're going to slow it down. Also, yeah, that short 88, you see how accurate it is. That's my other problem with the short 88. It's extremely inaccurate. Every other characteristic it has besides alpha damage is pretty much overmatched by the long 75. So, pick your poison. If you want the extra alpha damage, fine. If you can work with 132 pin, less accuracy as you're seeing from where his shots are landing compared to where he's aimed them, and a longer aim time as well as worse gun handling, i.e. you see every time he moves this gun the bloom just like goes through the roof. You go right ahead. And he's taking a lot of blind shots at this E25, trying to make sure he's put down enough suppressing fire to keep its head down, and then he's gonna start moving. Now, his platoon mate in the KV-13 is being aggressive. And again, the KV-13, another heavy medium. Again, a concept I don't quite understand how that's supposed to work, because you just can't give them enough armor to be heavy, nor enough firepower to be heavy, but they're still going to have to be a medium tank. Now, I do agree that some people do very well in this vehicle. Fair enough. When I had it on my way to get the Leopard 1, I hated it. I hated this, and I hated the Indian Panzer. But of course, I had to work with the Indian Panzer on the first week it came out, because I ground all the way to the Leopard 1 in a week. I didn't have anything to do all summer, and said, I really want a Leopard 1, and went and got it. But the Indian Panzer, when it first came out, the armor profile was really screwed up. For those who don't know, ooh, nice shot. And this thing was a new tank as well, and oh my god, the ranting on the forums about how bad this tank was, and it's still a pretty bad tank. Of course, Digger's now making me look like a liar, killing that T-21 and bouncing a shot from a KV-85. Know how to exactly make me eat my words. And then penetrating it from the front. Yeah, I'm kind of scratching my head on that one too. I wouldn't think 132 pen would just punch right through, but sure enough. And he aimed that very well. That went right into the lower plate of the Rudy, and lower plate of a T-34-85 is just not going to be strong enough to stop it. I'm still not quite sure where he hit that KV-85 to kill it, but if he killed it, he killed it. Now he's in hot pursuit of an E-25. Now the E-25 at full health versus him at full health, the E-25 will win a DPM race. Flat out. The E-25 fires every 2.5 seconds and aims a lot quicker. He gets a nice shots out into this KV-1S, who has also already given him one, so returning the favor. And then he's looking for a shot on the Crusader back there, the Artie. He takes a hit from an E-25. He takes another hit from an E-25. Something you guys should realize by now, after seeing me play the E-25. If you are taking fire from an E-25, do not take the time to aim your shot. Move. Because it will hit you before you can aim your shot. He does, on the second shot, get the Hellcat. And he did bounce around from the Hellcat, surprisingly. Of course, the KV-1S penetrates, and so does the E-25. He is now riddled with holes all over his upper front plate. Yeah, armored medium. Look at that. Right through the upper front plate at angle. No issue. The turret does have armor, but it's not going to stop a St. Emile round. And the E-25 is using the alternative gun that he would have, which is the long 75. So you can kind of see that I am a fan of this gun, even though it's on everything. Especially over the short 88. I really think the short 88 is crap. That's right. Make me eat my words by beating the crap out of a T-34. And then start wailing on this Stuart Emile. We call them St. Emiles in the U.S. It's just kind of, you know, easier to say than Stuart to us. Nice blind kill. Which makes it your 5th kill. And he bounces an E-25 round off of his turret. Because 120 millimeters of armor is enough to stop the 150 pen sometimes. That was frustration of the short 88. And there's his Top Gun. Holy cow. Now, right now, his team has not moved in, so it's him and a Crusader versus an E-25, and likely he will have to put 2 rounds into the E-25 to kill it, whereas the E-25 has to put 2 rounds back. So, at the moment, the E-25 has the advantage. Type 64 rushing in to get the E-25. He wants that last kill, and he realizes, wait a minute, that thing will actually potentially kill me. T-64 bounces and takes a hit, and then Digger comes up behind him like, surprise, butt sacks, it's here, and crushes the poor guy out of existence. Oh, that was brutal. Let's go take a look at the post-game stats for Digger, shall we? Now, we're not going to take a look at post-game stats for the league match because I actually am not allowed to upload them to Watt Replays because goes with the league handbook, and it would be people able to access information on the Silver League accounts, and you're not supposed to. So instead, we're just going to look at Digger's battle. Steel wall. High caliber. Top gun. Okay. Hopefully this has kind of shown you guys how to use this tank. You kind of have to sit back and snipe and pick at people, and at the same time, you have to be willing to be aggressive enough to move with the charge. But he's done almost 2,000 damage. Of course, the short 88, as I said, is not the most accurate thing in the world. He missed almost half his shots, and 2 of his shots actually ricocheted. Yeah. I would seriously re-equip. See, even the image of the tank has it with the long 75. I would seriously re-equip that gun if just to test it out and see if it actually performs better for you or not. But if the short 88 works for you, go ahead, use it. Feel free. So that's about everything for right now, guys. I would love it if you would sign up for the contest, which I'm going to show you right now just what's going on with it. That's going to happen at the end of the month. Right now we are 20 days away from the end of the entry period. There's only 53 of you that signed up. It's free stuff. Look at this free stuff. Look at this free stuff. A lot of free stuff. And it's for hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark, which, as you guys can see, we're at 995 today. I didn't really have a lot of time to play or advertise today, so only went up 3. And I didn't really play this weekend. If I'd been able to play this weekend, which you guys know from yesterday's video, which if you don't, go look. I had a PTSD issue and, you know, just couldn't do it. But if you want to help, please do. I love comments. I've been trying to answer as many as I can today. Let's see, do I have any new ones? And help you guys out. But yeah, go sign up for the contest. It's in the description below. Which means you actually have to go to YouTube and click on it, or I'm actually displaying it in big, bright gold letters if you just need to type it in, or write it down to type it in case you're on a tablet. So in the meantime, this is Fiaura, officially signing out for right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, why not click the like button? It would really help the channel and let me know that you're enjoying my content. Want to see more content? There's a subscribe icon right there so you know when I put up videos. I would appreciate it also if you help grow this channel's community. So share this with your friends or just put it up on Facebook. Want to help Fiaura out directly? There are 3 ways you can do this. One is the patronage page, which all the investment towards I put right back into the channel through contests and paying for things like video editing software. Then there are 2 ways to support the channel directly. One is click the ads that YouTube shows you. This is how YouTube pays its content creators, by your clicks on those advertisements. The other and last way to support the channel is through fan funding that is now available through Fiaura's channel page. If you happen to have an extra $1 or 2, it would really let Fiaura know that her videos mean something to you. Anyway, please check out these other videos here on the end page collage, and as always, I will see you on the battlefield or in the next video. Till then, this is Fiaura signing out.